This is the MassaMAX MT339 4D massage chair, and I've been using it at home for 8 months. I bought it because I sit at a desk way too long. I run a couple times a week, and my lower back and calves were always tight. I was skeptical at first. The ad sounded flashy, and I wasn't sure a chair could replace a real massage. I also worried about space and setup. It's big, it's heavy, and mine was delivered curbside. Getting a 190-plus pound chair inside and upstairs was not fun. 2 adults are basically required. The assembly wasn't exactly smooth either. The instructions felt rushed, and I had to redo the left arm panel after realizing a missing detail. Once it was together, though, the first session pretty much set the tone for how I feel about it today. From my experience, the build feels solid and premium. The deep black finish looks clean and modern, and the plastics around the base take daily scuffs without showing much. It glides forward when reclining, so I can park it close to the wall. That zero-space slide matters more than I expected. I keep it about 2 inches from the wall and it clears fine. The dimensions on the listing were mostly accurate. It's not a small chair, but it's shaped in a way that looks like a sleek pod instead of a bulky recliner. The foam hasn't compressed after months of daily use, and there are no weird squeaks or rattles. Key features that actually make a difference for me start with the 4D rollers and the SL track. If you've never used a chair like this, 4D just means the rollers move up, down, left, right, and also push in and out so the pressure can get deeper, closer to a thumb. The SL track follows your spine and extends down to the glutes and top of the hamstrings. The combo is what gives it that human-like feel. After the auto body scan, the chair finds my shoulders pretty accurately and lines up the routines. The pressure has 5 levels. On my tightest days, I use level 4 for deep work on my mid-back and glutes. And on lighter days, I drop it to 2 while I listen to music. Zero gravity is the position where your knees sit above your chest. In my opinion, this is where the chair feels best. It takes weight off the lower back and lets the rollers dig in without me tensing up. I do 20-minute sessions after a run or a long day, usually ending with a nap-friendly routine that slows everything down at the end. The airbags surprised me. There are a lot of them: shoulders, arms, hips, calves, and feet, and they squeeze in waves. At low intensity, it feels like a firm hug. At high intensity, it's a serious compression massage. I keep upper body on medium and legs on low because the calves can be intense. The foot rollers are powerful. That's great for me when my arches are tight, but it can be too much if you're sensitive. On day 3, I figured out the sock trick. Wear thick socks or lay a small towel under your soles. With that, it hits the sweet spot and still scrapes the pressure points. The yoga stretch mode is gentle. Think mild traction and a recline extend flow rather than a dramatic pull. It's nice, just not dramatic. The lumbar heating is the one feature I wish were stronger. It warms up, but it's subtle. I wouldn't buy this chair for heat alone. Controls matter a lot with a chair that has this many options, and this is where I've had mostly good news. The TFT touchscreen is straightforward. The quick buttons cover common moves like recline and intensity, and the voice control is something I actually use. Saying massage on or comfort massage works, and it's handy when I'm already leaned back. There's a learning curve if you want to fine-tune things while running an auto program. To change roller width or target a fixed point, I usually switch into manual mode. Pick kneading or Shiatsu, adjust speed and width, and park the rollers where the knot is. Once I saved a couple of custom routines, it got faster. Bluetooth speakers are better than I expected for a chair. I throw on lo-fi or a podcast. Well, in this video it's music, and the sound is clear enough to mask ambient noise. The USB port keeps my phone topped up. On performance, this thing helped me more than I thought it would. My recurring sciatic pinch eased up after a week of daily sessions. Now I average 4 to 5 times a week. The chair's strongest setting can feel like a deep tissue therapist working on my mid-back, and when I keep my breathing slow, I can feel the muscles release. It's also quiet enough that I can use it late without waking anyone. The recline motor hums, but it's not disruptive. It hasn't been all perfect. The initial setup was the worst part of the ownership experience, and I wish the brand offered a clearer option for room-of-choice delivery. I also ran into spec confusion online about the weight limit. Listings show different numbers. Mine states 300 pounds, and I'm well under that, but inconsistent specs don't inspire confidence. I had one hiccup early on where the kneading mode didn't engage on the first boot. Power cycling and rerunning the body scan fixed it, and it never came back, but contacting support felt slow. Email responses took a couple of days. Since then, the chair has been flawless. It's perfect for anyone who wants a strong back and glute massage with real adjustability, people who sit long hours, and anyone who trains hard and needs recovery at home. It also suits apartment setups thanks to that wall-hugging recline, as long as you can get it through the door. If heat therapy is your top priority, or you want an aggressive stretch routine, you might be underwhelmed. If your feet are sensitive, plan on the sock or towel workaround. From my experience, the value comes from consistency. A great massage once a month is nice, but a pretty great massage 4 nights a week is what changed how my back feels. I start with zero gravity, medium air pressure, 4D intensity at 3, then switch to manual and park the rollers on the mid-back for a few minutes. I finish with a light foot sequence and a low-pressure calf squeeze. I get up feeling looser and I sleep better. I'd recommend this for someone who wants hands-on control over how their massage feels and appreciates the convenience of voice commands, presets, and easy daily use. If you're worried about the foot rollers being too strong or the heat being too light, those are fair concerns, but both can be managed, one with a towel, the other by letting the rollers do the heavy lifting. In conclusion, the MassaMAX MT339 delivers where it counts. Strong, precise 4D rollers on a long SL track, comfortable zero gravity, and a smart control setup that makes daily sessions easy. The heating is mild, the stretch is gentle, the foot rollers are intense, and the setup is a chore. But once it's in place, it's a reliable part of my routine. In my opinion, it's a keeper for people who value deep back work and want a personal recovery tool at home without scheduling appointments. If this review helped, hit subscribe, drop your questions or your own experience in the comments, and I'll answer what I can. Thank you for watching.